welcome to Pride Month. It's June. Of course, it's the month of celebrating and showing love for all people. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the F word, Girls Gone 40.
Hello.
Listen, whenever we record post Plyo Jam,
Yes,
our energy levels are just a little elevated.
correct. But our knees are a little ache-abated.
Yes.
They are.
You know how that
I'm
is-
aching.
It goes kind of together. But like the thing is, when you do something, and it doesn't have to be dance for everybody. For us,
Sure.
it's dance. And you get those endorphins going.
Did I hit record? I did. I get paranoid, but yes. See,
Understandable. You guys know we had some technology
so
snafus.
yeah, so I'm like, is it recording? Is it recording? Is it recording? It's also great Plyo Jam class today too, by the way, Stace.
Thank you. We had so much fun. Another full house.
Yes, beautiful. Love the new song that we did.
The Blackpink song.
Yeah.
K-pop.
K-pop.
And they have a song called Pink Venom by Blackpink.
Oh, that's confusing.
I know.
Yeah. So
But it's
that
cute
being
song.
said, if you're watching us on the YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
you're getting authentic post Plyo Jam. Smile.
Oh, yeah, because this is the thing. Like, Carrie and I really, we said this before. We try to pair up we're not going to just podcast. We're going to pair it. We're going to pair it with a happy hour or a workout.
For sure.
That's it. Point
Something.
blank, period.
It's a book ending.
We got it.
Yeah.
So,
We're just efficient. That's
and
just-
when we do it with a workout, we're not going to then come home, do all of our makeup. This is it.
this is the raw.
This
deal.
is me. Look out and here we come.
This is me.
Well, before we dive into our episode, I'm sure we both have great F words today.
I do.
We do need to talk about, we had a crazy friend venture last weekend
We did
going to Palm Springs.
Palm Springs, which was lovely. We got so lucky with the weather.
Absolutely. For anyone
Yes.
who is in California and knows Palm Springs, it can be like triple digits by now.
It can be as hot as Satan's crotch.
Yeah,
You got
for sure.
Gotta be careful. But we got very fortunate. It was a holiday weekend, so everybody and their mother from LA came to Palm Springs, I think. And it was great. I also think we're very fortunate to travel with a group of friends that get along.
Yes.
Because it can be dicey in your 20s and 30s. And
Oh,
you're
the
like,
drama and
Yeah.
the emotions are more heightened.
Yeah, for sure. But also you have to share a bed. Yeah.
Oh,
and
right.
Like you're in a much smaller space typically, where when you hit your 40s, you're like, I need my own bed. I mean, I felt every morning started with like, who slept the worst?
Mm.
It was like we played a game.
Mhm.
Okay, who slept the worst? Let's do a survey. Was it Kathy over here? Was it Elaine? Was it Lori? Was it Jen? Was it Stacy? Was it Carrie? I'm too hot. It's literally like we're Goldilocks.
Mhm, mhm.
I'm too hot. I'm too cold. It's too soft. It's too hard. It's too small. It's too big.
It's never going to be home, right? But
no, truly not.
And the thing is, like, it is hard when you're looking for a house for 6 people
Correct.
that everyone wants their own bedroom or
Bed.
definitely their own bed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. And inevitably it's like, oh my gosh, if we could just find a house that had 6 queen beds,
Yes.
wouldn't it be lovely?
And if you are a proprietor of an Airbnb in Palm Springs that has 6 queen beds,
Let us know.
please.
let
We're
us
in the
know.
market. We're in the market for sure.
But it was still a really wonderful weekend. And I think it was like the right mix of enjoying where we stayed, which was a house with a great pool and a
Yep.
great, kitchen. And we were able to cook and enjoy. And then we also really got to enjoy Palm Springs,
Springs, yeah.
and have a lovely dinner out.
Yes.
We went to a restaurant called Tequila. It's like TAQ
Mhm.
//ILA or whatever.
Yeah. It was
You
very
guys
good.
can find it. It was very good.
Very good.
We sat out on the patio, and I thought the patio was lovely weather. Although I do think you got a bug bite.
I did, but
But
if
other-
there's a mosquito within 100 miles, it's going to be like
They'll find you.
that
It's
one
just
I
so
wanna bite.
sweet. They want to
Mhm.
eat ya.
I think it's all the rosé I drink.
But
Partly
it was just so
self-inflicted.
fun. The drinks were delicious.
Very
The
good.
food was
we
good.
made sure we were the loudest people singing happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We were not going to be taken down by the 35-year-old across.
Oh,
the way.
hell
Oh,
no.
We
No.
had like 9 friends. I was like, oh yeah, challenge accepted.
No kidding.
Watch us sing happy birthday to our girl Kathy, because you ain't gonna shush us.
No, hell
Just
no.
watch.
No apologies. It was super fun. It was really good weekend. I enjoyed myself so much.
Same.
And you know, I definitely have learned about myself, and I think this may have come from being single for a really long time. I definitely need decompression time. So, and this, you should tell me what you think, because I do sometimes wonder, for those of you who are living with family and kids, like, you don't really get your space that much. Whereas I'm like, I need space.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's personality or circumstance that
might be a little bit of both.
Maybe a little bit of both. Mm-hmm. But that's why it's so nice to have your own room that you can retire to. I sometimes just need like 20 minutes to go like scroll.
Yeah.
Have a little quiet, little Wi-Fi. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And you get that so well. And I think that's why we travel really well together, because like, even when we've been in Spain, you're just like, I need a little Wi-Fi time. And I'm like, totally. Yeah, and then we can reconvene.
Yeah, no, definitely. I
refreshed.
haven't lived alone since 2003.
Why?
Yes.
That's 20 years.
Yes. And I loved that little bungalow. It was in Beverly Hills. I freaking loved it.
Oh.
And then Sean and I moved in together from there.
Yes.
But yeah, loved my little bungalow. It was me and my cat Merlot. And I remember it had a window air conditioner. Like, there wasn't central air, right? And I was in graduate school and I had my little space, and I was like, well, let me just, make eggs and study. And watch some Sex in the City or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
So that was the last time I lived alone, but definitely, I also don't think it's square footage that gives you space by yourself. It's actually having to remove yourself from responsibility that is immediately put upon you when you walk into that space.
Of course.
So when you're in a new space like an Airbnb, you're like, we are free of responsibility.
Yes.
And that is what is such a great feeling about entering a hotel or entering free. I don't care if this place burns down.
It ain't my house.
It ain't my house. It ain't my problem. And I'm just going to bring in my bag and come and go. Right.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's really cool about going away on a little trip or whatever.
It does. It forces you to chill.
Yeah. I don't have to do laundry. I don't have to fold towels. In fact, there are moments where we're like, I feel like I should be doing something. Should I clean some dishes? Should I sweep the pool? Like, I don't know. Like, but it is nice. It was a lovely, lovely weekend.
It was really nice.
You did a great job planning restaurants. Great job finding our brunch, our drag queen brunch.
Oh, that was fun. So fun.
Yeah.
We had a great time.
Absolutely. I think it was really, really, really and I think our birthday girl felt celebrated.
Yeah.
Which is the whole point.
And I think the key to a weekend like that is you should have an itinerary, make all the reservations, but be flexible.
Yes.
So that when the time comes and you're like, you know what, we're just like having so much fun in the pool right now, we don't want to go to that lunch reservation. Be flexible. Don't be like, but it's on the itinerary.
Right. Right.
You know,
which we think would probably come from you more than any of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you gotta be flexible.
I roll with it.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I don't either. I think it's great when we're all just like, let's just sit in the pool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Give me a floaty and some sunscreen. I mean, poor Jen got so sunburned.
She did.
Ouchies.
She did get sunburned. But so it's good to be flexible, have an itinerary in pace, but be flexible, because you got to go with the mood and the vibe.
Absolutely.
And a lot of times also when you're planning an itinerary, you're doing it seated at a computer and not taking into account like how tired you might be, or like, oh my God, I've just walking.
Temperature,
drinking.
Yeah. That eating. Like when we went downtown, I don't know if it's called downtown, but
downtown Palm Springs.
Yeah. And like, as soon as we went to go shopping, the first thing we arrived, we're like, we need to eat.
Oh, I know.
Like, we're shopping. No, let's eat. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You just got to roll with it.
You just go with it.
So funny.
And I hadn't been to Palm Springs since like 2018. So it was really nice to be like, I haven't been there a lot actually. So I loved it.
It's really nice. I feel like I want to go back in maybe like the fall or something.
Yeah.
What else has been going on with you?
Well, I've been having a lot of FOMO.
Oh, about?
I keep seeing, and it's something I never thought I would ever want to do. But I keep seeing everywhere, and all the podcasts we listen to and all of the like celebrities I follow, they're all going to the Taylor Swift concert.
Did you see Drew Barrymore?
Yes!
I know.
Yes. And I'm just like,
Did we miss something?
I might need to go. So, do you want to go?
Sure.
Let's look up how much tickets are. Okay, let me just do a quick search. How much tickets are?
Probably the cost of my mortgage the next 2 months.
Let's just go to the StubHub.
I wonder when she's in LA.
Very soon.
I think it's August. Or no, maybe sooner than August.
I think it's like next week.
Oh.
StubHub.com.
Listen, I'd go.
But I'm not a huge Swiftie at all. I like some of her music, but damn, that show looks awesome.
Well, and the way people are just absolutely raving like it's the best damn thing they've ever seen.
And it's like her best show ever on the planet.
I actually did see Taylor Swift.
It's August.
It's August, right? Yes. I did see Taylor Swift one time in concert at the Staples, which is now the Crypto, whatever, at the Staples Center. And it was incredible.
So let's say we want to go.
I will say that.
Thursday, August 4th.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, let's check. At SoFi Stadium.
Okay.
We want 2 tickets.
Oh, I've never been to SoFi, so that would be kind of cool.
The one thing I'm a particular snob about is seats.
Okay.
In like concerts.
Well, let's look at for best available.
Broadway shows and,
I get it.
Airplanes. Okay, best available. Here we go.
Carrie's also a bit of a snob about amenities at a hotel.
100%. Yes.
She
I need a fucking room. Oh shit.
Do it. Bring it.
How much do you think these tickets are? Okay, this is section B, row 6.
This is best available?
No. You want best available? Let me go section A, row 25. That is the best available on
StubHub.
Friday, August 4th on StubHub. Best available. Section A, which is like the stage, Taylor Swift view. Section A, row 25, 2 tickets, and they're seated together. How much do you think they are?
Oh, I think for 2, maybe 6,000
total.
Mm-hmm.
5,800
each.
Sorry, T Swift, we're not coming. Can you believe that?
What's the cheapest ones they've got available, just for fun?
Good question. Let's go.
In the nosebleeds behind a pillar.
Hold on, there's a VIP Plaza. Let's just look. That's the VIP Plaza.
Is this fascinating to you guys?
Right. VIP Plaza is 4,200.
Oh,
we can make it work.
Huge discount. $1,600 off.
You don't need that car. We need to see. It's a 3-hour show, I hear. Okay, the cheapest tickets.
Okay.
This can't be right. There's these. I can't believe the cheapest tickets are $1,800. And we're talking like you're in the parking lot.
No, I'm not surprised.
Okay, we're not going to
the queues that they had for Taylor Swift.
Gosh, it just looks like such a great show.
I know. Well, we'll have to just live vicariously.
When she's like in her 50s and does a residency in Vegas, then we can go.
Oh, I know. And do you want to know there are 2 residencies in Vegas I really want to go to?
Can I guess?
Now. Yes. Please do. I think one's a little obscure.
Oh. Whose has a residency?
It's a short-lived residency. It's not a long.
Adele?
No, but I'd love to see Adele.
Adele,
of course.
Amazing.
Yeah.
You mentioned this Usher.
Yes. I so want to see Usher. I feel like that's very niche. It's not like a diva, but he has so many good songs. If you start looking at the Usher catalog, it is going to bring you back to your clubbing days all through your 20s and even into your 30s just a little bit when you were like, leave the baby at home. Let me boogie, oogie, oogie. You'll be like, the DJ's got
a kid that almost drowned.
Oh, I do remember something about
that. He got stuck in the bottom of the pool on the filter.
The filter thing.
And I believe it was like
that's horrific.
Like the gardener or somebody jumped in and saved the kid like he got stuck. But
Good God.
Crazy. So crazy.
Anyway, I'd love to go see Usher.
Who's number 2?
And then Kelly Clarkson.
Oh, I would love to see.
I want to go see Kelly Clarkson, but unfortunately, it's this summer, and her last show is on my birthday.
So why don't we go?
And I know.
Kelly Clarkson ticket.
I know. Like, that's another thing. I don't know. I think they're certainly not at Taylor Swift level, but
what? Kelly Clarkson, Queen
Los shit.
Angeles. Or no, Vegas.
Vegas. Okay. Las Vegas. Yeah.
Let's see.
Who do you guys like seeing? I would love to know our F buddies.
I would love to see Lady Gaga.
Oh, Lady Gaga would be amazing.
I feel like it was such a missed opportunity when she was at Coachella. And she took Beyonce's place because Beyonce was preggers.
Okay.
And Kelly Clarkson, $180.
It's not as Well, it ain't
front row.
no T Swift.
Truly, and you ain't gonna get the level of performance, I imagine, of production.
I wonder, does Kelly only perform on the weekends, or is she like, does she have any weekdays? Is what I'd like to know.
Let's see. Friday.
Is she like Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
Oh, there's a Wednesday.
There's a Wednesday. Okay.
Wednesday, August 2nd. We've got.
I would just love
$202.
Okay. All right. This is something that's more
okay in the front section. This is a much smaller theater.
Yeah, and I think it's supposed to be a very intimate experience with Kelly.
God, can you imagine?
And her pipes.
It's at Planet Hollywood. Oh, her pipes.
Anyway, okay, I understand the FOMO. I completely get it.
Yeah, I'm kind of over it now that I know how much tickets are.
No,
there are so many other things I'd like to spend $5,000
on.
Same.
Same.
Taylor Swift. She must be making a shit. Can you imagine money on this tour?
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my gosh. Well, good for her.
My FOMO's gone.
Good.
Yeah,
all right.
Good.
Well, I just before we get into you have a Gen Z term. You're doing the what the fuck you say segment this time.
I do.
Fabulous. We also have 2 F words to share with everybody.
Yeah.
We also are going to do what the fuck you watching today because we both got shows we want to talk about. We didn't actually share prior to pressing record. What if it was the same show that we're going to talk about?
Let's surprise each other.
Wouldn't that be funny? Okay.
I'll be surprised if we have the same show.
Also, I just wanted to say to our LGBTQIA plus listeners and allies, welcome to Pride Month. It's June. Of course, it's the month of celebrating and showing love for all people. And, really supporting the queer community and, supporting their right to live equally and safely. And of course, it's also the month where the Karens come out and get pissed off about the merch at Target.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
As they do every year. Yeah. This year, the claim is that the Pride merch at Target was created by a Satanist. Oh. I don't know if it was or not. I didn't do that research because, listen, I guarantee the messaging of the merch is not satanic.
My money says that merch was actually created by children in China.
I know, exactly.
So let's talk about that.
And also, I don't even know about Target. I don't know the ethos behind Target and everything. Sometimes I do feel like all these corporations getting on board for Pride Month is performative. And so whatever.
And their reaction was really shitty. It's very difficult for me to step into a Target because their reaction to the Karens of the world was to then we have to take everything down. And how about instead you tell the fucking Karens to get the fuck out of Target?
Oh my gosh.
And you put all your money on black and support your employees that are queer.
Yeah.
And the people that are shopping that are queer. Why do we have to placate to these people that are I'm going to come in and tear everything apart and attack your employees? Fucking get the hell out. I'm
sure it comes down all down to money.
It does. And you see all these Walgreens and Target and they put up their pride flags, and I think it's great, but I also think where are you in November?
Right, exactly.
And would the same thing happen during, what if it was all Hanukkah decorations?
Yeah.
Would Target have the same reaction? I don't think so.
I know.
Yeah. But I am happy to celebrate any listeners that identify as queer. We are definitely allies on the boots on the ground.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
And I just, my goal is to just continually talk about that and be really out loud about that because, there are people in my life that are still of the mindset that you can catch gay.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, there are so many people.
Well, I know there are a lot of people like that.
Oh, so many.
And that you can just shake it off.
Oh,
T Swift reference.
Anyway, it's just that full circle moment. It's just so sad. So anyway, we got to be louder.
I agree. Yeah. And we need to not calm down. I was trying to do another Taylor Swift song. I was trying to pull out enough. You need to calm down. Can you just not?
That's hilarious. Good one.
Yes. Yeah, I know. I agree. We just got to put our money where our mouth is, honestly. Big corporations like that aren't going to feel the sting of people stop shopping or whatever because they're a huge corporation.
They're too big. Too big.
But yeah. So again, that's just another reason to support shop local, shop small.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Find a queer business owner this month and support them.
Yeah, exactly. Go to farmers
market. My business partner, Jason, is gay. Please support Playa Gym.
Perfect. That's the perfect way to support immediately after this podcast.
There we go. All right.
So I do have some words for what the fuck you say.
Okay.
All right. Let's start this segment. The What the Fuck You Say segment is brought to you by what's something we really love right now?
Oh, well,
product or service you really love. How about confidence?
Yes.
So this segment is brought to you by the Confidence Project, launching October 15th here in the Conejo Valley Oak Park area. Do you want to give us a quick 30 seconds clip about what's happening at the Confidence Project?
Okay, so as you guys know, I have always had this like feeling and just this feeling that women in particular, but everyone, they just need to own their voice and feel worthy of stepping into any room, any place, saying what's on their mind, doing, moving, and not feel held back by all the voices in our head that tell us we're embarrassing, we're not worthy, we're not good enough, we're too fat, we're too ugly, we're too old. And so, thus the Confidence Project was born. I'm having my first in real life conference in October.
Love it.
In person. So you guys put it on your calendar, October 15th. Tickets will go on sale next month. And I would really love to have you there. It's going to be a transformative morning.
I love that. And maybe if you're an F buddy, we'll let you know about early bird tickets first.
Hell yes. Yeah. Hell yes.
Love that. Love that.
Thank
Wonderful.
you. All right.
Thank you. Great. So
educate us.
Yes. The first word is ready. It's a phrase.
Okay.
Living rent free. Living rent free.
Something I'd like to do.
Something Gen Zers might be doing. I know my Gen Zer is living rent free, but that's not what this particular phrase.
My days of that is over. But
living rent free.
Living rent free, like you're all being lazy, not working.
Okay, no.
Okay,
I'll give you the sentence.
Okay,
let me see if you. Okay. Ryan is living rent free in your head.
Oh, he's taking up space in my mind.
Yes, that's what it means. When you can't get someone out of your mind, they're living rent free. Like, living rent free. Taylor Swift right now is living rent free.
Oh, I like that.
You wouldn't add in my mind because it implies that Ryan is living rent free. That's all you would say.
Got it.
Because it means in your head.
Yeah. Okay. I like that. I like that.
Okay. Next one. Bet.
You fucking stumped me.
Bet.
You literally stumped me. Okay. So here, I'm going to just like really quick break down my thought process because it was silent for a second. I was waiting for something else to come out of your mouth. So first I was just waiting. Then I thought of BET television, Black Entertainment. Then I thought of placing a bet. I have no idea in Gen Z terms what that means.
Okay, bet. Bet is meaning yes. It's used to confirm something, similar to like word.
Word. Okay.
Bet.
What?
Yes. Ryan is taking a living rent free.
Bet.
Yes.
Bet. Yes. Oh my gosh. That's so funny.
Yeah, bet. Okay. I haven't really heard that one a lot, but I knew what word meant, like word.
Of course.
Yeah.
Bet. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that would be such a clutch one to throw out at someone and they'll be like,
oh, who you all of a sudden?
Who you is?
Who you all of a sudden?
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone, those are your
rent-free and bet.
And bet. Please use them in a sentence.
I like that.
Sometime today or tomorrow.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Wait, is bet is almost like in agreement. Like,
yes.
Like in support of.
Yes. Mm-hmm, you agree. You're confirming something that's been said.
These days, my knees hurt in the morning.
Bet.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
I love that. Thank you. I love this segment, you guys. It is really, and I will tell you, we have heard from our F buddies listening and they appreciate it.
Absolutely. We give and give in this odd podcast.
We are givers, let's be honest. But like one of our listeners is a therapist and she had a Gen Z client who sometimes throws out these terms. And she's like, now she feels like she's like a little bit more in the know.
Spreading goodwill.
God. And we really do support mental health and therapy. So, I mean,
Also, I think that's for June as well.
No, mental health is May.
May. Okay.
May.
Well, mental health is every month.
Every day.
Every day is mental health. Love it. Well, there you go. That was what
Thank
the fuck you say.
What the fuck you say. All right. Well, I got an F word that's kind of funky.
Oh, and it's not funky?
It's not, the F word is not funky. The F word is fragrance. And I just want to know, I actually need some feedback.
Okay.
A lot of fucking F's going on here.
Yeah, seriously.
I'm talking quiet as if someone's going to hear me. I don't know who else is in the room besides us.
Yeah, Roxanne, our editor, is like, why did she get quiet?
Why'd she get quiet? So in our last podcast, shared all about my love, Ryan, who is an angel.
A podcast quite a while ago. Because this is going to air a couple weeks.
We're sorry, guys. Remember, we were still playing catch up.
It's fine. Papa.
Papa. Also, a while ago, I talked about Ryan. I'm sure I've talked about him since. He's wonderful. He's lovely. He's a doll. He was married before me. Okay. I don't even know how he even lived before me, but obviously there was a life before me. It's kind of like when with the squad day, I'm like, was that BS?
Yes, before Stacey.
Yes. There was life before Stacey. Mm-hmm. Anyway, so Ryan was married, and he was married for a while, and they did go through a divorce in 2020. And they had a dog. They got the dog as a little tiny puppy. Mm-hmm. And that was their baby for 5 years together. So when they split, I mean, it was there was no question. There was not going to be one of them got the dog. They were going to split custody of that dog. And when I first heard that, of course, I think my initial reaction was kind of ugh, that means your ex is going to be in our lives. Yes. But listen, I'm in my 40s. I could have just as easily met a man with children.
Correct.
And also, I am someone who owns a dog myself. And if I had gotten Louise with someone and we split up, there is no way in hell I would have been take her and not seen her ever again. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. That's my baby. Yeah. And I would imagine whoever I was with would have felt the same way about her, and we would have to split time. Yeah. So I will say that because of my maturity, I was able to really just this is the way it is, and not have any.
Well, it's a package deal.
It's a package deal. And there was no fight. I put up no fight about this. There was no fight to be had.
A deal breaker.
It wasn't a deal breaker. And Ryan was I'm sure Ryan would have been bye to me if I had made a fuss about it. But I didn't even, that really wasn't even in my heart to make a fuss about it. And I really have to say that if it was 15 years ago, maybe I would have been more dramatic about it and more whatever.
It might have been a deal breaker for you.
Maybe it's too damaging to our relationship to have, I don't know, whatever.
Made it about you.
I would have made it about me. It's not about me. It's about his deep love for this dog, and that's okay. That dog is very paramount to Ryan's mental health, as a lot of our animals are. You think I'm ever going to once tell, no way. So, but that of course does entail that he sees her at least once a week. Okay. And that he texts with her only about dog stuff, but yeah. And
is she pinned at the top?
She is.
Okay.
She is at the top because of their frequency.
I get it.
So, no picture though.
Okay, good. Oh, it's not of the dog or anything. It just.
I think it's an emoji.
Oh,
and not a good one.
Yeah. Okay. We don't divulge.
We don't need to. So, and what I love and the way my partner has contributed to me being so okay with this is his complete transparency. There's nothing secretive. There's no holding the phone.
Oh, right.
So
I'm gonna go to the bathroom with my phone.
Nothing. So that has also allowed me to just go, this is what it is. And also I have to admit, when I first, when he would go exchange the dog and I'd see him right after, I'd be like, do you have a different personality, or are you upset? I'd be trying to read his energy. Yeah. Is he downtrodden? Is he
right?
Nope. Just the same guy. Right. So I'm like, okay, so all of these things led it to be all good. Here comes my F word. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fragrance.
Fragrance.
Every time we get the dog back. The dog is adorable. I love him.
He's super cute.
He's so cute. He reeks of her perfume.
Wow.
To the point where I thought she was spraying it on him.
It's that strong?
Carrie, it's so strong. So I asked Ryan, do you think that this is on purpose, intentional?
Like she's spraying
kind of like she knows you're with a new woman.
Sure.
Even though she shouldn't be jealous. This is what she wanted. So, years ago. But I think even if it's something you want, it's still not easy.
But the dog's probably in her bed. Not to be a devil's advocate.
Well, and
but kind of I am.
That's what I thought, because I was like, but Carrie, he walks in and it's like waft. And I'm like, the fragrance is real.
Does it smell good?
It is nice. It's not like it's disgusting. It's not like, and Cher and Clueless, where she's like, your designer imposter perfume.
Yes, exactly.
It's not hot. I mean, but it's just very distinct, and it's not me.
Yeah.
It's not me. I'm the woman in this household, and it's not me. So, and also we all know that scent is very nostalgic. It's really
like the number one trigger, memory trigger. Like you can recall a memory from your smell than any other sense.
It is extremely important for that. It's very related.
Yeah.
So you can imagine that I'm always more worried, like, why do I want my boyfriend having this scent in his nose and it bringing things up,
And in the home.
He has never indicated anything. So this is all me. He's
nose blind to it?
Well, one thing maybe that's good is he doesn't smoke cigarettes at all, but he used to. And he said that kind of damaged his nose.
So
he doesn't smell very well.
And your taste.
Yeah. So he doesn't smell that well. So that's kind of good. And he is more like, ew. It's not like,
Yeah.
And I said, well, what's the deal? This literally smells like she is spraying him.
Ooh.
And he goes, no, it was something. She always wore a ton of perfume.
I don't like when people wear a lot of perfume.
So then when she's hugging the dog.
Yeah, it's all up in him.
And then there was a point where I thought, okay, yeah, but this just seems too like when I'm like on his neck and it's just like right there. But the reason then something happened that made me realize, no, it isn't her spraying him. It is just on her because he had to meet her for something at a bank.
Uh-huh.
And to do one last final thing that slipped through the cracks a couple of years ago. And he brought the dog with him. And then I think when they were at the bank, she probably picked him up and was like, hi, to her own dog, of course. And when he came back, he smsmelled like it again.
Interesting.
And they weren't at home. They just met at the bank really quick.
That is strong.
So she must have just been doused in it.
Wow.
But so it is not like, it's no deal breaker. It's not that big of a deal, but it's fucking annoying.
That would be annoying. It's almost like when he comes home, you need to have a dryer sheet, just
rub
it all down the dog.
Yes.
To absorb the smell.
Yes. Burt's Bees puts out a hypoallergenic wipe for dogs. Mm-hmm. And I used to have them for Louise. Because sometimes when Louise comes home from doggy daycare, she kind of smells. And I don't want to do a whole bath. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I just put those in my cart and on Amazon. So I'm going to order them.
Okay. I think that's a good idea.
And that's maybe what I'm going to start doing. Just because
it's strong.
Then we're laying in bed together and Chewy's there and it smells like her.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah. And now, of course, Ryan has said, I've told her that's not even good for him.
Yeah. It's probably full of fucking
chemicals. Yeah.
Probably not good for her.
Right.
Jesus. If it's that strong.
I know. And
that means it probably has a lot of alcohol in it too.
I don't know. I don't know the deal. It's just, it is one of those things that
I'd be a little bit like perturbed.
Yeah, like a little
That's
perturbed.
A little bit more annoying than the fact that they share a dog.
Oh, no, I know.
Share a dog.
That's fine. But why does it need to come in smell? He stays here for 5 days. He doesn't go home smelling like me.
Right. I wonder if when Chewy arrives, if she thinks he smells like you guys.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really wear perfume very rarely. It's not like
Yeah.
a daily occurrence that I'm
I
wearing
don't either.
perfume.
Yeah.
Like maybe if we're all getting dressed up and I'll put like a
Yeah.
little dab of something. A lot of times I wear essential oils. I'm just not
Yeah.
into perfume that much anymore. But I mean, certainly everyone does kind of have a scent in their home.
Yeah.
And
right now it's probably fucking Reed. Yes, it's like.
But what do you guys think? Like there is no real solution here.
No.
Is there?
I don't
it's
think
just
so.
living with it.
Yeah.
And I guess I just needed to vent it because I think it's fucking annoying.
That is fucking annoying. I think you're absolutely right. But I think the dryer sheet, the Burt's Bees sheet,
yeah,
something you do in the car before you bring the dog in the house.
Yeah, maybe he needs to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
That's his responsibility.
Don't already bring it in the house.
Yeah.
I did notice when we were at every drag show I've ever been to, the queens have an enormous amount of perfume.
Spray themselves strongly.
So much. And I'm always like, why do you you literally smell them before they come out on the stage? I'm always so curious. I don't know if it makes them feel more feminine or if they're hiding major BO, what
they are working hard.
Working very hard in heels, no less.
Yeah.
But that is one thing when they walk by, it's like, oh.
I've just never really liked a really strong fragrance.
Me either.
Man or woman or non-binary.
Do you remember Calvin Klein Obsession?
Yes.
It was so popular when I was
What about Drakkar Noir?
Oh yeah, Drakkar Noir.
I mean, I do like a faint. I love a faint smell, but I want to have to get close to you.
Yeah.
To smell you.
And that's actually kind of the purpose of
That's the purpose.
Yeah.
And if you're leaving a trail and all of your items smell that way, it is a little frustrating. And at first I did think it was on purpose. And now I just think it's just the way she applies it and it gets on the dog. And he does have long hair, so he probably carries it longer. Sure. But it is a little freaking annoying.
I know when my mother-in-law would come over and when the kids were babies and stuff and she'd hold them and she'd leave, they all smelled like her.
Yeah.
Because her perfume was so strong.
And that's so funny. If I were holding a baby, I would want nothing on me.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking chemicals in their little lungs and that's what I think about Louise. Yeah, it's a tough one, right?
Tough one,
and there is no solution. I'm thankful because my partner isn't minimizing how I feel about it. He's just like, I'm sorry, it's annoying. I'm sorry. I've told her what what can he do really?
Yeah,
but I do think him wiping him down is a good idea. And so I'm going to get those wipes and then I'm going to be like, keep these in your car.
Wipe them down.
Give him a wipe before you guys come in. Or as soon as you get in, go on the patio and just do him a little wipe.
A little Febreze.
Yeah. So,
buddy.
I know. And it's not his fault. He's so cute.
He's just like, whoa.
What'd I do?
Yeah.
He's a doll. And that's, luckily I just love him to death. So there's no, it hasn't jaded me towards him. He's so cute.
You're not taking it out on the dog.
No.
Get in the corner, you bastard. You not stink of this woman. No.
It's tough though.
It would be.
Something you would never think of.
No. But
there it is.
It's in your house.
There it is.
So her presence is there even though she's not there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So.
Oh yeah. So any advice out there, F buddies? How do we get rid of this?
What would you guys do?
Exactly. Perfume. Ooh.
And part of it is just you live with things because other things are so wonderful and so good. And this is nothing that's purposely hurting me,
No,
so.
Not at all.
Anyway, that's my F word, fragrance. I thought that you guys would get a kick out of that.
Yeah, that's pretty clever. I don't think we've I don't know. Well, we've repeated, I think, 1 or 2 F words, fibroids and fear or something like that. But we've never had fragrance.
There we go.
And that leads me to my F word, which we've never had because it doesn't actually start with the letter F, but it does make the sound. And it's phrases.
Okay.
And in fact, I'm going to still spell it with an F.
Okay, I like that.
Just
you know what?
Make it work. And continuity, right? So it stems from a book that I read, Permission to Speak by Samara Bay. And she was a speaker at our event, Cocktails and Conversation. And in it, there's a lot of it has to do with, how women speak and how we're raised and, how we really are influenced by our parents, by our environment, by everything that's around us of how we speak and everything. For example, up talk is when we like, hi, my name is Carrie. Like we bring at the end of a statement, we go up. It could be a question. Do you want to go to the park? Like so upspeak, and hedging is like using like, yeah, so things like that. We put purposeful pauses in phrases because we're unsure of what we're going to say. And
it's like we're trying to lighten the blow, lessen the blow of what we're saying.
And it comes across as not confident. The other thing is, oh my gosh, it just escaped me. Vocal fry. So vocal fry is like, we hear it you and I do it all the time. We're just like, really good? Oh my God. Like when we're talking and we just kind of slip into this kind of very, typically feminine, like speak to each other, kind of teasing, but we wouldn't talk to a guy that way. It's like something women share and everything. So preparing for this, in the book, there were a bunch of phrases that women use consistently, especially in the workplace, in business, but also in maybe a group of friends, or maybe you're in the PTA meeting, or you're, on city council or something like that. You're trying to get your voice heard, but we come across as extremely weak. And so I implore everyone to practice taking these phrases out of your vocabulary. And it won't be easy. It was, when I read the list, I was like, I totally do that. Oh, I totally say that. Yeah, say that. So here they are.
All right.
Okay. There's a lot of them, but I'm only going to give you like the top 4.
Okay.
Top 4. The first is, I'm sorry. So like, for example, there's a lot of times when we're like, I'm sorry, but can I just say, like, I'm sorry. Can we start from the beginning? Or like, I'm sorry.
Sometimes it's as simple as, I'm sorry, can I get a glass of water?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
You're at a restaurant. Why are you apologizing?
I'm sorry to bother you. Like, just say it. And it's we apologize when we haven't done anything wrong. And I've noticed my team does that. He's like, I'm sorry, can I get the Wi-Fi password? I'm like, why are you apologizing? Just ask. Where my son is just like, what's the Wi-Fi password, please?
Interesting.
Yeah. Like it never starts with an I'm sorry.
Wow.
So I'm sorry. So that's the first thing, is we need to stop apologizing for something that we really have. Well, now that
save it for when you actually have to apologize, right?
Seriously.
I'm sorry I used that tone of voice. It was rude.
I'm sorry I sprayed too much perfume on your dog. That would be a great apology.
Agreed.
The other one is, hold on, I lost it because I had to look up Taylor Swift tickets.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. We're not going.
The research is real around here.
Yes, right.
We need a research assistant off camera.
Gosh, we do need an intern.
Oh.
The other one is, see, I just used because I'm using right now because I'm looking for my words.
Sure.
So it is, this might be a silly idea, but.
Oh, yes. Okay. So being a little self-deprecating at first when you're going to put something out there that you've thought of or you've come up with.
Exactly. So you're already kind of agreeing with the people you're talking to that it's a bad idea.
And you're setting themselves up, setting them up to think that.
Exactly. They're like, oh, she must not know what she's talking about.
Yeah.
So when it's like, this might be a silly idea, this might be a bad idea, when you could just say, I have this idea. Let me know what you guys think. And then you say what the idea is. You don't have to preface it by saying it's silly, it's bad, it's everything, So that was one thing.
That's a great one.
The other one is, I have to be honest. I have to be honest. And then you say something, I have to be honest. I think we shouldn't put more money in our marketing, or I have to be honest. I don't think we should enroll them at this private school or whatever, because that implies you don't entirely believe, to be honest. And you already think that you might not be telling the truth. It also kind of implies that everything you've set up to this point where you have to say, I have to be honest, you've lied about.
Totally. Or you were giving lip service. And now all of a sudden you're being honest.
Now you're going to be honest. So say you're on a Zoom call and it's a whole group of us and we're strategizing like a new product or service at a bra meeting. And then halfway through the meeting, someone says, I have to be honest. And it's like, well, wait, you haven't been honest this whole time? That would be difficult, right? To swallow and be like, wait, I thought you've been telling the truth. So
yeah, interesting. Okay.
And then I
Oh, I say just a lot.
I just think we should do this.
Mhm.
I just want this to happen. I just.
It's almost like you're just asking for a little something.
Yes. And that,
because we're conditioned to think
you're not worthy of it.
Yeah.
You're not worthy of the whole thing. So I just want to add this little thing.
Can I just ask you to do this one thing for me?
When really just like, can you pick up the dry cleaning today?
Yeah.
I just need you to pick up the dry cleaning. Do you see the difference?
Totally. Yeah, completely.
But for men, how often do you hear them say, I just want you to like, do the dishes. They're just like, can you do the dishes?
Exactly.
And, like, they just say it. So it was really, I highly recommend the book. I highly recommend everyone to think about how many times you apologize in a day, and count. Just count.
It's
even
true.
to yourself.
And sometimes it becomes habitual. It's almost like a habit or a crutch. It really is.
And it affects your confidence. It affects, how you're presenting yourself to the world. It's just like saying like, do you think we should just go to the mall? Do you want to go to the mall? See the difference? But we put these like little like indicators before what we really want, so we don't feel pushy, we don't feel bossy. All it does is keep us small and keep us meek women.
We try to cushion it all.
Yes, when really we're just saying, can I go to the mall? Or would you like to do the dishes and I'll take out the trash? Let's get sushi, not Italian food tonight, but we put all these caveats before our language, when really, as we do that, we're continually perpetuating the patriarchal system that we're in. And as much as we think now we're women in the conference room table and we're finally breaking the glass ceiling, we're still minimizing ourselves. We're still making ourselves small by using these types of phrases and language. So it's not something that's going to happen overnight, but I definitely encourage everyone, just one day,
start thinking about it.
Yeah. Count how many times you say just and sorry. And I think you would be really also look at an email when I'm sorry it took me so long to respond back to you. We always are apologizing. Well, I just got a moment to respond back to you. Yeah. Just say that. Right. There was actually this extension on Google Chrome. I forget what it's called, but what it did was it would review all your emails and it would replace the word sorry with a different adjective. So it just scans everything. And on average, we use sorry 2 or 3 times. Or I apologize, I'm sorry. Like even for if we told someone, okay, I'll get back to you in 2 weeks. As we get closer to that date, I'm sorry it took me so long. And it really hasn't even been. You're like, no,
you said 2 weeks, so it's fine.
So it's okay. It just, and then on the other side of that, when we're talking about, I'm sorry, it now swings the other way. And we're like, I'm sorry. Like yesterday, I found the best pair of boots and everything. Like we use it in our, that's our vocal fry. That's totally. Just like clip, 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 clip. So it's hard because we use it in moments of humor and, connecting with other women. But then there are times when we're talking to men, particularly, that we start with I'm sorry. Can you hand me that glass? Something like that. So everyone, your challenge is to count how many times you use the word just and how many times you use the word sorry in an average day. I think that's
great.
Yeah. So
good
phrases.
Thought-provoking. And, that spills in not only into business and things like that, but when you think about a relationship you might be in, I feel like there's a lot of history of men being frustrated. I'm just talking about a heterosexual relationship because that's my experience. Maybe men being frustrated that women expect them to be mind readers.
Yes.
And I think that comes down to not feeling comfortable or secure or confident enough to say what you need without cushioning it, making it really minimized. If you could just do this once in a while.
We're told to be making ourselves small.
And then it spills into your relationship and then your needs aren't met. And, whatever that is, whether it's in the bedroom or the dishes, what I mean? So again, it does behoove you not only in business, but in life to just be really direct.
Yeah. And we are raised this way to talk like a lady, to be quiet. Don't be so loud. Sit still, listen, don't talk until spoken to. We are constantly being told as women raising girls, and from a young age, let him ask you first, don't advocate for yourself, and, just stay small and quiet in the corner. And it's so toxic and very, very dangerous, because women will agree to do things that they don't necessarily want to do because they don't want to hurt his feelings. So true. Yeah. And by the way, being direct does not equate to being bitchy or not bossy or any of those words. It's actually quite sexy to a lot of people. Mm-hmm. So keep that in mind. I love that. Thank you for bringing that up today. Really do love that. Yeah. Well, we're going to move on to what the fuck you watching. Yeah, that's going to be the end of our segment. Yep. This is going to be our last segment today. And, I'm excited. Go ahead first. Okay. I'm going to go first. Okay. Let me pull out my list. First off, I want to follow up with, you mentioned in the last segment, Succession. Yes. So, I tried to watch it again. You did. I love you, girl, but I can't do it. I can't do it. But I did watch the finale. Oh, you did? Yeah, I was just like, I'm just going to watch the finale. Okay. I hear you talk about it a lot. Yes. My sister-in-law talks about it a lot. They freaking love that show. And so because I know so much about the characters and what's going on, I read, by the way, there'll be spoilers in this. So if you haven't seen the finale, you might want to just skip ahead. So I was like, I'll just watch it. You talked about Kieran Culkin and Shiv and Kendall, and I know all of their names. Wow, you do know them all. Logan Roy and everything. So I was just like, well, let me just watch the finale and see what the big fucking deal is. And honestly, I wanted to know who gets all the money. Who does actually succeed. Yeah, exactly. It was kind of like the end of Game of Thrones. You're like, is it going to be Bran? It's fucking Bran. Who knew? Yeah. Oh, another spoiler. Although Game of Thrones has been out forever. I start watching it. I realize, these people are horrible. So I kind of skim it. Yeah. And then, lo and behold, there is a scene with the character Kendall with none other than Lauren Patton. And I was like, it's Lauren. Oh, and I was like, oh my God. Lauren Patton, The Lonely Few, Lauren Patton. Yes, but what scene? There is a scene when he's in a bar and she calls him Hitler twice. And it's maybe a minute long. She has a very short cameo. Oh. And he even says, stop calling me Hitler. And then she's like, fuck off. And she leaves. But I'm watching it. I was like, that is Lauren Patton right there. So I rewind it and I look and I was like, that's cool. And TV. I was like, her on television. Broadway to Hollywood. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so that was the best part of that finale. The fact that I got to see Lauren Patton. Yeah. And I know we didn't talk about The Lonely Few because that got destroyed so we'll talk about The Lonely Few on another podcast. But I watched it and I was just like, wow. I was like, oh, good for her. That's cool. So so I watched that finale. But that's not the show that I wanted to bring up. I just wanted to. But real quick, I'll tell you something interesting. Yes. Because Ryan and I were dedicated Succession watchers, and we were really kind of sad when it was over because you get attached to characters no matter what show you're kind of true. I'm not going to see them every week. So true. Even if you fucking hate them, you're still want to know what's happening. And there's the guy who plays Cameron Fry in Ferris Bueller. Yes. Is in Succession. Yes. He's the oldest son. Mm-hmm. He's really not a contender though for the money. No, because he was not like that. But it was so crazy because Ryan and I were all excited to watch the finale. And we went on a walk in a park in my neighborhood. And there's that actor walking around with his dog. You're kidding. Yeah. And I was trying so hard not to be because the show is so fresh for me right now. Yeah. It's so in my mind and my brain. You know them. I feel like it. Where's your sister? Yes. Yeah. And I'm like, what? He must live around here. Yeah. And it was just so wild because is his name? I don't know his name in real life. We must know his name. He plays Connor. He plays Connor Roy on Succession. He was Cameron Fry in Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And I totally know his name. And I can't think of it. All I can think of is Cameron Fry. It was wild. That is, what kind of a dog did he have? Like a doodle. Some kind of doodle. Cute. It was really cute. And we were both like, holy shit. And we're going to go home and watch it right now. Like, bro. Yeah. We're having a series finale party. It was kind of fun, you know? Cool. Just because it was real fresh. Oh. But anyway, so what show are you watching? So Hillary introduced me to this show. It's called Jury Duty. That's the show I was talking about!
said,
No.
look at, here it is, jury duty.
Oh my God.
I don't know
That
why
is
I had
so
a
funny.
feeling.
Look, jury duty.
Oh my gosh.
How many episodes are you in?
We finished it last night.
Okay, I'm not at the finish.
Okay.
I'm like 3 episodes in.
Okay.
And totally obsessed and nervous. Because I'm so nervous.
That someone's going to break?
Yes.
Character?
That I'm just like, oh my God, no. And then I feel bad for him. I'm just like, he doesn't know.
Okay.
Oh
so tell the people the premise of the show.
Okay. So Jury Duty is a reality show. We're watching it on Freeform.
I'm watching it on Freevee.
Oh, I think I'm watching it on Hulu or something. I don't know. I hate fucking streaming.
Look it up. It's just called Jury Duty.
Jury Duty. And it might be watching it on Netflix. I can't remember. Anyways, so it's a reality show based on people serving jury duty in an actual trial. But everybody is an actor except for one jury person.
Juror.
The bailiff, the judge, the plaintiff, the lawyers, all of them are actors. And it's completely staged, shot in Chatsworth?
Huntington Park.
Park,
LA.
LA, yeah.
Los Angeles.
It is completely fabricated, but it's in a completely real courthouse. And
so the one juror thinks he's on a real case.
Jury duty.
Yeah.
Yes. And he's taking notes and everything. And
he's so earnest.
He is. And James Marsden, for some reason, is there too as a juror. And he's the only actor, but he's playing himself.
Well, because it makes sense that you could get a famous person on your jury duty.
Absolutely.
They're not exempt
Remember
from
when
it.
He was just like trying to get out of it.
Yes.
And he's like, well, what did they say to get out of it? But
oh my gosh.
this guy,
it is so good, you guys.
It is so good because he really wants to do a good job as a juror.
Uh-huh.
And he's really like trying and he's listening to everybody and they're not sequestered. So he literally goes home every night and comes back to jury duty.
Yes.
And they're all actors.
They're all actors.
Like the Truman Show.
And they really had to find actors that weren't known actors because obviously he would have recognized them. So James Marsden is the only known actor.
Right.
All the rest
keeps
are
the story going because they have roughly a script that they're following, but they don't know what this guy's going to say. And so they know like, okay, we're going to get through we're going to cross-examine this witness and everything, but they don't really have everything perfectly scripted.
They have scenarios.
Yes.
So I can't remember what they call him, but anyway, his name is Ronald. Mm-hmm. The guy who is
not in on it.
He's the only one not in on it. His name is Ronald. So they have scenarios. So if Ronald responds this way, do this. Mm-hmm. If Ronald responds this way, do this. So all of the actors around are kind of but it's still very improv.
Very much so.
Very improv.
I think 90% of it.
Yeah,
is.
they
just have to get to a certain point where they can cut.
It is okay. So one of the things that I'm like has struck me is how those actors don't break.
Yeah,
they keep it and
for all day.
I will say as you get to the end, it'll show you some moments where they're behind Ronald going. Or like a couple flub ups that we don't catch.
Right.
But later they're going to show it to you and you're going to be like, oh my God. They almost
real names?
No, they're all actors'
all the
names.
Actors have
but there
names.
is one scene where the bailiff calls the actor by her real name. Oh. And then Ronald is like, there's no Cassandra here. And they were like, oh no, there's just and she had to be like, oh, I don't know. I've done so many cases. I gotta keep them straight. And then later in confessional, she's like, oh my God, I almost fucked this up.
Blew it.
You guys, this show is so good.
I love that. It was your show too.
That is hilarious.
That is so, I did not expect you to be watching this.
I didn't.
It seems so obscure. How did you find out about
Ryan, he said like a couple customers have talked and some people he works with, they've all been talking about it. Yeah. And it had not been in my frontal lobe at all. Yeah. And then you know how someone brings something to the front and then all of a sudden you start seeing it
everywhere. Yeah.
So then I see Raymond Padilla, who is Heather McMahon's best friend. Mm-hmm. He's talking about it on his Instagram stories. I'm like, oh my God.
That is so funny.
And then this.
Yeah. So I did see James Marsden was on a podcast talking about it and how the guy, Ronald, basically at the end of the show texted him and was just like, are there people outside my house? Like, he got so paranoid at the wrap. He was just like, I don't know what's real. Like, are they, when I go to like the bank, is this real and everything? And he said he like literally had to coach him. They had to bring in a therapist to kind of like talk him through that. We are not following you anymore.
Yeah, there is. And I don't think this is giving anything away, but just at the end, when he comes to understand what happened, there is sort of like a gut, like because he started building relationships. You see, he's building relationships with all these people.
Yeah.
And he starts going, wait, that wasn't real. Wait, that wasn't real. Wait,
story. He puts the pieces together.
I will say, and you've probably already seen this. This guy is looking so good, though.
Yes,
he
does.
is an earnest.
I would want him on my journey.
He's amazing. Yeah. He's so conscientious.
He's the perfect example of who you want on a journey.
Amazing, and you'll see that more and more as you go through the episode. It's so good. I highly recommend that show.
So funny.
That is hilarious. Yeah. Well, there you go. You only get one. What the fuck you watching?
What the fuck you watching? Everybody should be watching Jury Duty.
Jury Duty.
So how many episodes is it?
8.
Okay. So I'm about halfway.
8 episodes. And it's just fantastic.
Yeah. Love it. Oh my
so
gosh,
fun.
That's so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did I ever tell you about the time James Marsden helped me upstairs?
Yes. And you said he was so handsome at the Soho
house.
Yeah.
But he had a mask on. So he only had his eyes. And I was all limping in there with my bad knees and everything. And he just gave me an arm and he's like, "Can I help you up the stairs?" And I was like, "Okay." And I looked at him like, "I know who you are."
Oh, do we know if he's single or what his deal is?
He strikes me as a guy that's married with like kids. And
I just don't know. I'm going to look for a second because I'm really curious. Where's research assistant? Could you please let us know about James Marsden's?
Our intern. There's our intern. It's James Marsden married.
Okay, so his name is James Paul Marsden. He was born in 1973, so he's 49. Okay. He's going to be 50 in September.
He's a Virgo.
Oh, okay. So he was married.
Okay.
2000 to 2011. He was married for 11 years.
Okay.
He does have 3 children, but...
Is he married to anybody famous that we would know of? Doesn't
no.
Say. Okay.
Someone named Mary Elizabeth Lisa Linde, daughter of Dennis Linde, whoever that is. They were married in 2000. The couple have 2 children, a son born in 2001 and a daughter born in 2005, divorced in 2011. He also has a son born in 2012 with his former girlfriend, Rose Costa. It does not say anything about a current relationship.
Well, he's on the market, ladies.
Ladies,
so
he's out there.
Knock on his door.
He sure is adorable, really.
He is quite handsome.
And he was funny.
Yeah.
Oh, they're calling it a mockumentary.
Yeah, I would say that because they're in on it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's not a reality show. It would be more like.
That's kind of the perfect thing to call it, a mockumentary. Yeah. And yeah, it is really funny, really crazy with a touch of agita about Ronald.
Yeah. You just feel for him. You're just like, oh no, this is going to be awful.
I know.
When he finds out.
I know.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see him find out.
Yeah. I'm not going to spoil anything else. So,
okay. All right. Well,
yes,
that's our show.
Maybe by the time we record next, you'll have finished it and we can talk about the ending.
Okay. That's good homework. I love that.
Oh, good. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us for the F word. We love chit-chatting with each other and having our voices in your ears, whether you're on a walk, in the car, in the kitchen.
In the tub.
I've on a plane. Oh, same.
Yeah, on a plane.
On a plane. Hopefully you're going somewhere fabulous. And if you're coming home, well, you're going to get to sleep in your own bed tonight. So that's good too.
Put your slippers on, finish this podcast. And hey, like, comment, share.
Subscribe.
All the things.
All the things.
Now that we have the YouTube.
Oh, the YouTubes.
You can watch and see how stunningly gorgeous we are.
Oh my God, this is like, woo! All right. We love you guys. Toodaloo!